Well, I'm not a big Twitter guy.
Last night you said this. This was your evaluation. Trump fights back, winning first 30 minutes, second 30 minutes a draw, final 30 both loss, no highlights.
Right.
Referring to the last 30 minutes, no highlights, correct? Mm-hmm. That's how you scored it?
Well, I'm still calibrating in my mind who I'm going to proclaim the winner of the debate, and I'll do that tonight on the Factor. It's a complicated situation, but I think everyone can agree, except for the media organizations that now have ordered their employees to destroy Trump. There's at least 3 of them. And I can't say who they are right now because I don't have it nailed down, but I am 100% convinced. And these media organizations have actually put out, if you support Trump, your career is done here. All right, and that's how intense it is.
Are you talking about?
I'm talking about big conglomerates.
News organizations, not individuals.
Right. News organizations have sent, not officially, but through the corporate grapevine, that we don't want anybody supporting Trump. And if you study it, you can see which ones they are. So, all right, let's just take the first 30 minutes, because that was the key to Donald Trump's life. Not just the presidential race, his life. If he had faltered in those 30 minutes, his brand was done, he was done, the election was over and everything. But he didn't falter. He didn't. He took what came at him, and he turned it into at least a stalemate. All right? So he wasn't blown off. He wasn't humiliated. That's a huge win for him. Just that. Just that. All right? And then in the other hour after the first 30 minutes, he was able to go on the offense against Hillary Clinton, sometimes effectively, sometimes not.
I thought she really got under his skin in debate number 1. And I thought last night he flipped that. And the effect of that was, it reminded me of Mitt Romney in debate number 2 4 years ago.
Well, look, the thing that Trump did last night that he didn't do in the first debate was capitalize on Secretary Clinton's weaknesses. She's got some weaknesses because she has tied herself into the Obama administration. She's not going to do anything differently than Barack Obama does, with the exception of a tweak here and a tweak there. So Trump was able to take the perceived failures and really hit her hard with them. And she didn't have any comeback. Now, he didn't do that in the first debate because he was too scattered. He was all over the place. But he focused in the last hour and saying, look, foreign policy is a mess. Obamacare doesn't work. The economy is, look at people suffering on the economy. Those are the 3 big ones. And she didn't really have much to come back with.
My feeling was that she was playing it safe like Romney did in debate number 2 4 years ago. That was the overall point I was making. But you talk about her weaknesses. Perhaps he prosecuted the case against her better in moments like these last night on the emails. Watch this.
There has never been anything like this where emails and you get a subpoena. You get a subpoena, and after getting the subpoena, you delete 33,000 emails. And then you acid wash them, or bleach them, as you would say, a very expensive process.
Look, that is something that Republicans wanted to hear.
Oh, he played
10 days ago.
He had to play to his base because his base was fracturing after the tape. All right, his base was fracturing. So he was playing directly to his base, and the big line was, you'd be in jail. That was the big line. Okay, now all of the left-wing press is, Paul, how can you say that? Every single one of them down there. I'm going, that's the smartest thing he did all night. Because just that, coalesced his base back together, because they feel that what Hillary Clinton did in the emails, this is Trump's base, is far worse than what Trump did on the bus. That's the reality of it.
That happened at 9:23 last night, so the first 30 minutes of the debate. Robert Costa, reporter for the Washington Post, pretty good reporter. He says in calls this morning many Republicans privately wanted effect from Trump, but they say the debate last night gave them pause since he roused their base.
Well, these are weasels, by the way.
But this is exactly to your point.
These Republicans are weasels, all right? And they put their finger up to the air and they go, how does it affect me? The Republican Party was caught. It was caught because the folks really put Trump in there, not the party. So the party didn't want him. Everybody knows the party didn't want him. But the folks wanted him. So what are the Republicans going to do? They have to go along with it. It wasn't like they're jumping up and down for Donald Trump.
In a word, do you think this changed things fundamentally last night?
He lives to fight another day.
Okay.
It could have been out. It could have been over. but he lives to fight another.
Let's talk about you quickly. Reagan, Kennedy, Lincoln, huge projects. But now you've got this book out, and there is an attraction and a draw to this in a way that I don't know. I don't think you even expected this.
Well,
what is it about this story
that's
book, drawing people back to
Killing the Rising Sun is off Killing Patton. It's the same kind of style of World War II. People have a hunger to know about their country and know how noble their country was. And these stories prove it. And it's written in a way that's fun, but you learn a lot. It's sold more than 500,000 copies in 3.5 weeks. We expect it to be on track for 2 million. That's what all the others sell. Oh. And we're real pleased. But we work hard on these books. I mean, these books, you know, they take a lot of research and time to put together.
Is it American sacrifice? But what is it about this story?
It's bravery. It's courage. It's courage. When you see what the Japanese were doing, the horrendous things they were doing, and 18, 19, 20-year-old Americans going on to Iwo Jima and Okinawa in the face of horrendous, way worse than the Germans. The Germans would surrender. Japanese wouldn't surrender. You had to burn them out, all right? And then the atom bomb. And how we dropped the atom bomb, and we've been condemned in some precincts for that, but I show you that there was no other choice. And 3 of the 5 living presidents agree with me. They wrote me letters saying they would do the same thing. They're all in the book.
Well done. Killing Reagan, Nat Geo, Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, right? That's a debut. I feel like I'm doing a commercial for you, right?
Movie, Killing Reagan.
Am I getting a cut of this anywhere?
Sure, Hammer, whatever you need. I'll get you a sandwich.